Happy Monday morning, everybody. Well, today is a somber day. It's early in the morning. Kim and myself headed to Aunt Pat's funeral. It's going to be a long day. I'll be making sure that I'm by Kim's side. She's not doing too good. She's a little quiet. Aunt Pat was there for Kim her whole life. So a sad day. All right. Just read a little something on X, social media site, that made me think about the story that I've told you all a couple times. I would say, 20 years ago, I was out in Sonoma, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. was standing at the back of his Budweiser Cup car, the NASCAR Cup car, and he didn't look happy. And I went over to Dale Jr. and I said, "I've known you far too long." I said, "What's wrong?" Junior looked at me, goes, "I'm supposed to be this big time racer and I qualified 25th. I said, "Junior," I said, "this stuff is hard. Just because you're Dale Sr.'s son doesn't mean you're always going to please everybody." So this morning, I read on X, he writes this nice little story. He said, "I used to dread going to Sonoma, everything about it, the travel, the track. And now he has learned to love it and likes going out there with his wife, Amy, and enjoying it all." This makes me happy because I can relate. I used to absolutely dread going to Dover. Dover was my worst racetrack. I used to dread it, didn't understand it. And then finally one day said, "I'm going to like it, Dover. I'm going to learn this place." And I learned to like it, learned to love it towards the end. So I just thought that was really interesting. Sometimes you got to forgive yourself. I don't like this place where I'm going, but I got to go. And now he loves it. So that makes me happy. Congratulations, Dale Jr. Got rid of your damn demons for Sonoma. Well, we're making this big old deal out of Shane van Gisbergen, SVG, the great road racer of our era. Now, when you live long enough like me, you start to call bullshit on a lot of things. You're like, hold on. So SVG has got some of our fans in an uproar. They're upset because the media is bragging on Shane van Gisbergen. SVG has won Mexico City, the street course in Chicago, and of course, he just got done winning Sonoma. Hardly any competition because all the competitors say his skill set is much better than anybody's in the NASCAR Cup Series. They say SVG does not allow the TV networks to film his footwork. In other words, his footwork, wide open, brake, heel, toe, clutch, all that. He will not allow anybody to watch what he's doing because it allows him to brake better, match his shifting points better. He's just damn good. However, there was a stretch where the great Jeff Gordon at one point won like 6 road course races in a row, 8 out of 10. And there was a time that Jeff Gordon was not just good at everything, but he was a great road racer. Now, I'll meet some of you halfway. I would say this is the first time that a road course ringer did capitalize. So in other words, we've watched Tommy Kendall, Boris Said, we've watched a lot of the great road racers come in and never win a NASCAR Cup road course race. So I would say, okay, this is the first time an actual great road racer, SVG is known to have really dominated and win many championships in what they call the V8 series in Australia. And of course, he's from New Zealand, just right there. So as far as SVG being the greatest road racer of all time, I'll say, let's wait a little longer. Let's give it some more years, and let's see if he matches Jeff Gordon. But right now, I'll meet you halfway. There was one point in that race yesterday that I went, what the hell's going on? They come up the top of the hill there, and Noah Gragson spins out. Then they start going down to the bottom of the hill there, and they're wrecking each other there. Then Buescher spins Ryan Blaney out. Now, this is all in one lap. Then at the very top of the hill again, not top of the hill, past start finish line, Bubba Wallace and Denny Hamlin spin out. I thought, oh my God. Then the announcer, out of nowhere, reads my mind, and the announcer goes, boy, a lot happening in one lap, race fans. I'm like, you think? I think about 10 seconds ago, I'd have said, oh my God, what a crazy lap. It's funny though, because the real Cup racers, they just wreck the shit out of each other. And to end it all, sure enough, the biggest upset there is that in-season gambling. Ty Dillon has won the third round in a row. He comes now. First of all, Ty Dillon, you would think now Ty Dillon's a good racer, but you sure wouldn't think that he would be all over Alex Bowman in the Hendrick car. Coming to the start finish line for $1 million. Now we're not done yet, but he keeps on rolling. He's all over Alex Bowman. Gets down to the very last corner and just pops Alex Bowman right in the ass, moves him up. Alex Bowman knew it was coming. And Ty Dillon outruns Alex Bowman and is moving on for the $1 million to win in-season challenge. It was a wild one, everybody. All right. We'll talk to you later. Have a great Monday.